Hello, everyone. Hey, Johnny. How are you today?
Yeah, it's good.
Doing good?
Yeah, it's doing good.
Yeah, this is the second day of the UX design live streams that we have this week on behance.net/live. Yesterday, if you missed the first episode, Johnny worked on the innovative UI for a music app, a music player. So I really invite you to watch the first episode. It was really awesome. And maybe we can look at your screen. And this is what you did yesterday. And you ended also with this beautiful animation that you did in After Effects. It was really fascinating to watch you creating this design. Hi, team. I see some people joining already. We have Mitch. We have Abini watching. This is awesome. So this episode, you will work on a completely different app, right?
I'm planning to do a web app.
A web application.
Yesterday I promised for web app.
Yeah, you said you will work on the web. And we had people, I remember yesterday, asking, can I prototype web experiences with XD? And we demonstrate that, yes, of course you can. And today, we invite them to create and share prototypes.
Okay, great.
So the theme of the day, they have to deal with flowers.
Flowers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. What does it inspire you? What would you do? Let's say, Johnny, you have a contest, the theme is flowers. What would you do?
Flowers.
You don't know? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we can show some entries that we received.
Okay.
Because they shared a lot apparently during Jessica's episode. So now we have time to show some entries. So there is the first one, Bouquet Market. Remember we were featuring this one during the episode this morning with Travis, but I think that the designer added some screens. Yeah, I can tell. There were only 3 screens and now you have 5. Okay, good job. So Bouquet idea, and at the end of the show I will ask you which one do you prefer.
Okay.
The Beauty of Flowers, also a shopping experience. Shop now.
Yeah.
Okay, add to the cart, can check out, proceed.
Oh,
9 screens, it's a lot. Huh? Nice.
Yeah, he made all prototypes.
Yeah, big prototype with a lot of interactions.
Yeah.
There is also Gardenism, where I can zoom in. It's time to plant. Oh, it's to give you information about when to plant flowers.
Oh,
very smart, very good angle. And Bloom, the perfect gift.
Bloom.
Okay, get started. Bloom, it's a good name.
Yeah.
Ponies, okay, wow.
I like the shapes he made in a home screen.
What do you like?
After getting started.
Oh, this? Just this, to change. Yeah. Good job. So keep sharing. Okay, for 2 hours, we will try to feature all the prototypes. And it's gonna maybe get a chance to win a Creative Cloud subscription.
Okay, great. Let's start.
You can start, Johnny. What is the plan for today?
So today I plan to do some e-commerce website. So where people can buy shoes, because we are selling a socks. I plan to buy a shoe.
Okay. And that's it.
Yeah, it's
a website to buy a shoe, just one.
Yeah, it's a website to buy a shoe, and it have a filtering options, and I'm going to do prototype for the filtering.
Okay, you filter by size or by color, maybe
categories.
Okay. So it's not like a shopping experience.
Yeah, it's
for shoes, but it could be for.
It could be for anything.
Anything, but you take the shoes as a category.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome, exciting.
Okay, great. So this is a website.
You're already in XD?
Yeah.
Oh,
so this is a website we are going to create. I created a sample how we are going to create.
Okay.
So now we are going to start a new file and going to create.
You create it from scratch?
Yeah.
Okay, and don't hesitate again to ask questions. Yeah. Okay, be active in the chat. Because we'll also give away illustrations.
Yeah.
In the middle of the show to someone who is active in the chat. And also
great.
we give away XD socks.
XD socks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start with a new file and let's look at
So if you want
process.
to start a new file, you can click Command N. And it will give a different size iPhone 6, iPad and web. So I'm going to choose a default web. because mostly if you're giving for developers, we usually give the maximum size so that they can use it for a minimum thing.
Okay.
So the first thing I am going to, after choosing the website, I usually do it with the layout, because after you go to the developer, they will ask, okay, which column you used?
The layout.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very important. We can't do simply design.
Mm-hmm.
And you click grid, and instead of grid.
So square, was the grid that we had like for a long time. And now there is a new one.
Yeah, it's
a grid layout. So it has been introduced yesterday. In the new release, the new update of Adobe XD.
Yeah.
So it's very new. So just to show how it works. So you can choose the number of columns, color, and if you resize your artboard, it will follow the grid.
Yeah.
Okay. The size of the screen. Okay. Awesome.
So I usually don't make it.
Hi, Lemaru. So we are using Lemnaru. We are using Alexandra. Sorry, we are using Adobe XD. It stands for Experience Design, and the idea is to design, prototype, add interaction, and share any kind of experience that can happen with on a screen. So yesterday, we invite you to watch the previous episode. He designed an amazing music app. Today it's a website. It could be a dashboard for a car. It could be a screen on a fridge. Anything. As long as you have a screen, you can prototype and share an experience.
Okay. So I wish to do some.
You changed the color of the grid?
Yeah, because I usually don't. It's not that visible.
How do you do that?
I'll go here.
You can change the color? Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know. Can you increase the contrast just a little bit so they can see, you see?
Yeah.
Like we have the feedback here.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
awesome.
So before going to the website, I plan to do some wireframes, basic wireframes.
Yeah.
So that they can get to know, what we are going to design and what are the elements we need to be in a shoe e-commerce website.
The shoe e-commerce. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to sketch on the iPad?
Yeah, I want to sketch on the iPad.
Okay, let's do that.
I like to sketch in this iPad.
Okay, so let me do something first.
Okay.
Just do this.
Yeah, Sunil asked it's a responsive prototype. Yeah, it's going to be a responsive.
Okay, be back.
If we have time, I will do the web app and how we can transform the website into a mobile app. I can show both if we have good time. So this website. So for the website, we can add a good header. Like we can choose a good attractive header.
Okay.
It's connecting.
Now we do something very weird.
Very weird.
We use a GoPro to watch you sketch.
Okay.
On an iPad. Let's try this.
Okay. This is great.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Unsplash.com is okay. Okay, this is a header we are going to design, and in the header the primary action is search. We are going to give this much space, and we are going to give a quick link here. Like, what are the quick links? I want this boot. I want a red color boot. So those are the quick links we can give here.
Quick links, okay.
Yeah.
For the navigation.
Yeah, navigation. And as I said earlier yesterday, like whenever you are going to something, we have to define a quick actions. Like what are the quick action people use?
Okay.
So those are, I'm going to place it here, like popular. So this is like a curated group. You curate all the good shoes inside this group.
Okay.
And popular, there may be a collection. Featured, what are the things we need to do? Here we can do. And after that, we can show, like, instead of showing list of shoes, we can give a good content to attract the users. Like, it's a new shoes. It's a new release. New releases. And then we can list out all the shoes here. So
and we have Arno Kim in the chat who will also start, when he starts working on an app, he's sketching with Photoshop Sketch also on his tablet.
Oh, that's great.
So you have the same workflow.
Yeah.
Hey, Arno, good to see you.
Okay. Okay, great. Here we can place login. Here we can place logo. I want a good name for this website instead of saving like a
So
shoe
should we ask?
website.
Should we ask for a name?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
ask a cool name for
Okay,
shoe
we need a
website.
cool name for a shoe website. Do you need a logo? Do you need a logo?
Yeah, I want a first name, then we can go to the logo. I think.
Okay, first we need to find the name. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's a website dedicated to shoes.
Shoes. It's specifically to
just
the
for
shoes.
shoes. Okay, so Footloose
Yeah.
is the first one. Shoes Hell. Okay.
No shoes.
And then we just drop name coming from our friends. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a website to sell shoes. So now he's drawing the wireframe.
Yeah.
Soul, like soulier, Matthias. Soul.
It's
Okay.
a search here. I'm
Toe
going to place
Haven.
the
Okay,
filter.
Adriana. Soulmate. Laced. Soul Seeker. Shoe Me. Wear Me. Okay. Kicks. Oh, like kickers. Shoes Mate. Lace It Up. Fit Me. Okay, if you see a name that you like, we'll just stick to it, okay?
Okay. I like laced.
You like laced?
Yeah, laced.
Okay.
We can ask someone, what is the meaning of laced?
I guess it's the trim of it with lace. Yeah, it's
Tying.
when you use the
lace.
laces,
Yeah.
it's laced.
Yeah, it's laced to the company. It's good.
Yeah, you like
Yeah,
it?
I like the
Okay,
name.
so laced, L-A-C-E-D.
D.
Okay,
So
now
we
we need a logo.
Yeah, we need a logo.
We need a logo for laced,
Yeah.
L-E-C-E-D. You can create a logo with Illustrator, Photoshop. Find a way to share it with us. Paste the link in the chat, and I will try to show them as they come. So I will open the chat in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can also we can make a logo using the lace shape or a
The-
shoe shape. Yeah.
Don't worry. We
No,
have
no ideas.
hundreds of illustrators in the chat. I'm sure they will find a crazy
Okay.
idea. So the
What
name
does filter means? Like
is
filter is
laced.
to short. It's not a sorting by colors. Sorting by colors of shoes or size of the shoe.
So filters, they're asking like David, like what do you mean by filter? So it's to filter by size,
size,
by,
colors,
Okay.
or categories. There are different categories of filters.
Ramon, you want an XD socks? No, Ramon. But thanks for your contribution.
Yeah. Okay, great. So
Very
now,
good name.
now we did a basic wireframe. I'm going to do the design here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we go back to your computer.
Yeah. Zoom in, zoom out.
So do we see the iPad or no? No? We don't see the iPad? Okay. Yeah, I wanted to try something.
So I want to mask the image inside the header. So I just draw the rectangle of the same shape of the artboard to mask the image inside. I just collected some images. My desktop. Assets, images. Just collected this image. Going to close things. Okay.
You have a new background.
Yeah, I changed yesterday night. So I'm going to drag and drop image here. Okay, great.
Okay.
This layout is much.
Yeah, if you want to reduce the
I
the
want to
grid,
reduce
you
the
can
grid.
reduce it.
Yeah.
So select the artboard and
You have
Here
to
we go.
click on the artboard.
yeah,
then you
click
can,
on the artboard,
I can reduce.
and you
the
can
width.
reduce the opacity to be fine.
Yeah, this is perfect, I think.
Okay. Thanks.
So we can place the logo in this balloon. Just did people started designing logos?
So Arno is asking you, do you always sketch on paper before, like in your process, or on a tablet? But do you always sketch?
Yeah, I always
You
sketch.
you use the pen?
Yeah, I use the pen
Okay.
because I don't have any idea, and I can also do iteration immediately here. I can have a complete look of the iPad. Okay, this screen looks like this. So what are the things we can improve through the sketching? If I directly go and do in sketching, I have to take care of the typography, pixelization. So I usually do sketching before going to any design.
Okay.
So we can just make sure here we're going to place the logo. No, I'm going to extend this web page because we know already what is the web height going to be. That's why I did wireframes. What are the content will come.
Hello, Natalia. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
We are with Johny Vino, who is designing a website to sell shoes. So we found the name. It's called Laced, and we asked the community to create a logo. Okay, so just paste the link to your logo proposals in the chat for Laced, Laced.
Also make sure the logo.
Yeah. You can type maybe Laced, so it's
Laced. Yeah.
So we remember the name.
We'll make some Laced here. Okay. Now our main function is search. I'm going to use rectangle. Then using this point, I will click this point and drag in to make it rounded. You don't need to go anywhere. We can click directly here. And I will place like search shoes. Oh, it's not visible. Wait. Well, so usually I choose bluish gray, not a black gray.
Okay. Yeah, you were telling us.
Yeah,
this,
yesterday
that's a trick that you use all the time.
Yeah.
Never use black and white.
Black and white.
Too much contrast.
Search high quality shoe. So we need to make sure our content attracts the people and it tells about a product.
Okay.
It's high quality shoes.
High quality.
High
like
quality.
it.
And we can also reduce the opacity by clicking 3. If I click 3, it became a 30. The opacity become. If I click 6, opacity become 60. I am going to remove the border and give some good shadows. Shadows I will usually increase the Y position, and then I increase the blur so that it gives some beautiful effects. And usually if you see from there is a transition between two sections, it's like a sharp transition. It's not there is no smooth transition between different sections. So I usually make sure the transition between the header section and the bottom section need to be very smooth.
Okay.
So for that I follow one trick called waves. So I usually add a waves. I will teach how to add waves to make a good transition between the different screens.
Okay.
So we can click on the pen tool and just draw waves. I'll zoom in so that it's visible.
It looks good.
So I just draw some wave.
Yeah, and yesterday in your introduction you were saying that you don't like perfect
I don't
design.
like
So
perfect
you like to
design.
add elements that are more organic and makes sense.
Yeah, I just made a waves, but this also looks so sharp.
Hi Amal, thanks for joining. We're designing in Adobe XD. It stands for Experience Design. It's part of Creative Cloud, so you can download and try it today.
So I copy pasted the same thing using, I hold the Alt and copy pasted. Then I reduce the opacity by clicking the 2 or 3, 4.
Oh, that's okay. I see what you did.
Okay.
Nice.
For now, I want to see how it looks. I'm going to remove the layout. And I see, okay, it looks good. The transition looks smooth. The header looks good. Okay. So now we are going to make sure the quick action items like a popular or collections. So for that we need to make sure we are in a grid. So I usually, whenever I design something, I usually leave the one grid this side and one grid this side. Left and right, I will leave this one box.
Oh, okay. You always leave one column on the side.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I'm going to change the color. Can pick color from here. Okay. Make sure your corners are in even numbers so that while they are developing it looks smooth. If you want to type a even number, if you can't control here, you can directly go and type it here.
Okay. And now, so it's directly aligned on the on this new layout grid feature introduced yesterday.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If you want to make sure the gradient, we can also apply gradient.
Hi Paul, thanks for joining.
Go to the gradient and select.
You like gradients?
Yeah, I like
in your
gradients.
design.
I feel its gradient is it's coming back. The gradient feature is it's in 2000. Its gradient is trend, and then they become flat. Now the gradient came again. Like everyone started doing gradient. I'm going to design some gradient, and I'm going to type popular. And we can type Helvetica. It's look good. It's common, and the web page loads quickly if you use Helvetica. So I'm going to change the colors. Okay, popular. Now we make sure it's center aligned. And there is a cool feature in Adobe. We can use a repeat grid. So I'm clicking on the repeat grid. Then if I click.
Command R. Or Control R on Windows. Because if you're watching, XD is available on both Windows and Mac.
Yeah. I can increase the space.
There's a logo submission. I see that in the chat.
I make sure that it matches the column. I left the one column here, right hand side and left hand side.
Let's see.
Now if I change the color.
There is a logo by Courtney, if you want to see that.
Yeah.
Thanks. You like it? It's by Courtney. Oh, it's like the shoelaces on the left, you see? With the holes and...
Yeah, it's good.
It's good?
Yeah.
Okay, let's wait and see if we have more entries.
Okay,
and then we can choose. And let's give away some XD socks and some posters to the best logo.
Yes.
Okay?
So we see, like, if I change something, everything gets changed.
Yeah.
If I want to make sure, like, every color need to be different, I have to click Shift Command G. It's ungrouping the layer. Okay, great. And we're going to give different colors. I already have good colors. So I want to increase the speed. So I already created one source file. Can directly copy from there the color.
We have Badal in the chat saying that he just downloaded the new XD to try this new grid.
New grid?
The new layout grid. Yeah?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Yeah.
But yeah, very useful especially for web design.
Yeah. So if you want to copy, you are copying from gradient from somewhere else. If you want to use in your website, there's a tip called, like, I can click on the gradient.
Okay.
And then you can't add it here. Like if I go and add it here.
Oh, the swatch.
See, you can't add it here.
You can add in the swatch.
No, you can't add the gradient. You can add the colors.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Okay. So how do you do?
But how do you do is you have to go here and
in the assets.
Yeah, in assets you have to make sure to select the color.
Okay.
Add to colors. Add color.
Oh.
Yeah. So we once
Right
added
click
here.
and add color.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Right click. add
Also,
color.
what's very good with adding them in the assets is that now it's a global color.
Yeah, it's a global
So
color.
if
Whenever,
you if you use this one like at 3 different places in your app,
yeah, we can globally change.
yeah, let's try. You can do Control click edit. Oh yeah, and you directly edit the gradients. So let's add something crazy and ugly. Here we go.
Yeah.
Now it's ugly everywhere.
Yeah.
See? It works well.
Agree.
You should do Command Z, sorry. Just destroy everything.
Ugly. Okay, great. So if you want to make it ugly, you can make it ugly.
Yeah,
quickly.
just call me and you can make it
Yeah.
ugly everywhere.
Okay, we added the swatch. It copied from, you spilled some. You made a previous project. You want to use those gradients here. So you can just click and add colors in your symbol, or it's an assets folder. I am going to directly apply those here. Just one click, I can add those colors. Collection, maybe friends collection. You may say your friends bought these shoes. You can also bought these shoes. So we can add those
Oh,
options.
like a social layer. Okay. Yeah. These shoes are recommended by Johny Vino.
Yeah. Buy this. Okay, great. So make sure you are in the layout grid. So it's very useful to trace your website is on the grid or not. And now we are going to do the shoes. As I said before, we are going to give a cool name like new releases. And it's not visible.
Can you find me an iOS to HDMI adapter? Must be in the box there. Must be in the box very far away.
Make sure the font is so big. New releases. Spelling is correct.
Oh, Alexandre submitted a logo. Okay, let me check
Great.
first.
And we are going to...
Sometimes they make jokes, you know.
They make jokes.
Oh, yeah, they like to make jokes with me.
Okay.
Oh, you
I'm going to do the basic.
Alexandre, he changed the spelling.
one.
It's lace. And these are shoes. Okay. Did you use Adobe Capture, Alexandre?
Oh, you did.
Let us know in the chat. It looks
Yeah.
like some good old Adobe Capture.
So I'm going to put headings.
I can, yeah, if you
Heading
can.
of the shoe. It's not heading. It's the shoe name. Maybe. Maybe 32. And start making bold. I'm going to change the font.
Great, yeah.
Helvetica new.
I want to show you something funny, Johnny.
You want to show me?
Yeah.
New feature?
It's something with Adobe Capture. So you know Adobe Capture, you can capture colors, you can capture shapes.
Okay.
You can also create brushes.
Create brushes.
You can create brushes for Photoshop, for Photoshop Sketch.
Okay.
And a long time ago, I used a picture of my laces. So it's funny that it's laced. So I took a picture of my laces here, and now it's a brush.
Oh.
So I could do like,
Oh, that's cool.
we do a logo like this. Do-do-do-do-do.
That's cool.
And then you can, after export it in Photoshop.
Okay, that's cool.
So yeah, this is my entry.
Yeah.
Maybe I will win the XD socks. Let's do this.
Even the best. Shop.
Ta-da!
Okay. Now there is a shoe
Okay,
name.
let's go back.
And there may be a sub categories. I'm doing only the basic wireframe.
William.
And
Yeah, because I also have a bacon brush.
you have
The picture, yeah, you can draw with bacon.
Okay. I'm going to copy this star. And close themes. Music app. So I placed one star. If you want to make a 5-star, you can make a repeat grid. Boom.
Yeah, easy.
Easy. And if you want to
Yeah.
reduce the space,
We should
you
use
can
repeat
just,
grid all the time.
Yeah. I'm Repeat grid is so cool when you're designing a e-commerce website. It's like in 1 second you can make so many things. Okay.
Erin is like, dude, it was my idea. Yeah, but I want to show how it performs.
Yeah.
I want to see a logo with real laces. That would be awesome.
Subheading, we are going to reduce the font, and we are going to give a secondary colors. I'm going to add colors here so that I can use for the next time. Okay, great. I'm going to reduce the font weightage because this is a subcategory. We need to make sure
we have a new one, Johnny. Look at this one.
Where?
Our friend in the chat. I think it's Cesar.
What's
happening? See the focus? Hold on.
List.
Here we go.
Oh, that's cool.
It's nice too, huh?
Yeah.
With at the end just this tiny
the ending
addition.
It's simple and it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Now I made a basic one card. So now we are going to show Adobe XD magic. So I'm going to use a repeat grid and just drag it here. And make sure it come up to the end. So I'm going to increase the space.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, here is okay.
Oh, and by the way, I see some people in the chat asking for new features in XD. So after this show, in about 90 minutes, we will welcome members of the XD team. And it will be the right time, to talk about the roadmap, how it works, how XD is built with the community.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think they will sneak new features coming
feature?
in new releases. Yeah.
Okay. It's super fast.
If you are nice, they will sneak new features.
If you're nice. Okay.
Okay, you have your structure ready.
Yeah. I'm going to structure ready. I think.
Good job, Cesar, for the logo. Very efficient, very simple.
Who made the logo?
Cesar, yeah.
Okay. And we are going to reduce the box size because I can't able to fit it in the gear. So I'm going to reduce the space. If I want to move the stars, I can move it in all the boxes.
Okay, there's another logo proposal, also with the same idea of having the lace, but this time.
It's look like a hamburger.
Okay, yeah. Good idea. Maybe a little bit hard to read. Like the E is not super obvious. So it can be good if the brand is already famous, but when you build a brand, it can be tricky.
Yeah, see the magics. I just drag, it created everything.
Hi Feven, we're live from San Francisco. Where are you from, Feven?
So if you want to put all the images, I already collected assets in assets folder. I collected all the image need to be used.
Okay, so you have everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to select all the images.
Okay.
And I'm going to do
drag and drop
in my boxes. Boom.
Boom. That's it. That's ready.
Yeah. The page is already
Publish, FTP.
Yeah.
It's live.
And for the shoe names, I typed some random shoe names here. So how to make the shoe names? I can also show it again. You can open any text editor or Sublime. So I'm using a text editor here. You can type whatever name you want. We can put a random name.
We have another proposal. So this time it's like a shoe. See?
Oh,
it's included like inside a shoe.
Oh, that's cool.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting proposal. Keep sharing. Very good.
Okay. So now I
I
already
have a
typed.
list, okay, of text.
Yeah, I have all the text. I have one text file which have all the text. Shoe names. I put a Reebok. I just type the random names here, and I save that as a text file. I made all the text file like categories,
Okay.
discount. This is names, price. I made all the text file to make sure that we are placing the content instead of typing everything.
Okay.
So I will go to the names and I'm just going to drag and drop the text file in my shoe names. Done. In one click,
Wow.
all the places are
Nice.
nice. So for subcategories also I created something. For I created this one.
Okay.
Drag.
Boom.
Done. Oh, I missed the pricing.
Oh, where is it?
Where is it? So for last time, it's like when you're showing to some product manager, he may ask, where is the price? So you may confuse. It takes so much time to make additional text. But in a repeat grid, it's so much easy. You can just drag and drop a text here.
Okay. And you can change the size after? Wow.
Yeah, I can change the space. And I can drag the font. Sorry. If I select the text and drag, it's getting dragged everywhere. And I can change the from light to it. Maybe the price want to be bold or something. I use an arrow key to change the font. I don't use the drop down because it makes me to move slowly. I just click on this and just use a drop arrow. Okay, this is fine, and we can also make the pricing little bit darker, I think.
Okay.
So I made a pricing, and I have a pricing already text. I'm going to, this is not my pricing. Okay, I can make a new pricing. How to make a text, I can also show them.
Yeah.
I'm going to open my Sublime. Okay, what are the pricing we can make?
Sublime, which is a text or code editor.
Yeah.
It could be any text editor, even text edit, but make sure to use the plain text format. Like you don't want any formatting, bold, just text.
Just text. So I'm going to $98 on shoe. I'm going to type all the shoe prices just randomly. Then I'm going to save in my desktop. My assets folder, I usually make sure our folder structure is clean. Assets inside the content, I'm going to place like these are the shoe prices. And doc.txt. Okay, done. Now if I go to that folder, assets, content, there will be a shoe prices.
Okay.
Now I can just
again, you select it,
drag
and drop
here.
Done. That's it.
So if you normally create it, it will take so much time for you. Now it's in a short time we created and we edited. If we miss something also, we edited in very fast.
We have another good entry, laced, okay, also with the same ID than Cesar,
No, okay. So this, okay.
Yeah, it's another one.
So shall we finalize the logo so that we can place?
So which one do you want? So we have this one,
this one,
this one, and this one.
I like the last one. It have both side laced.
Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah.
With both sides?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think it was, I will find the name.
Okay. So who made that laced?
It was Ayla Anderson. Ayla Anderson.
So we made a home screen. So we made a landing page, rough landing page we made. If you don't like gradient, you can also use normal colors. These are the pricing.
And
stars.
Madhushri, we will review more contest entry. Very soon. Yeah.
So now our main thing is, the main concept of our app is filtering. So how we are going to make sure to add filters.
We have the USB key again.
Yeah, we need additional cable to connect.
Yeah, I have some.
So I already did some filter icon.
Mhm.
We can also use a random like rectangle. You can create a filter, but I already did to make sure that we're doing in a fast. Okay, the filter is done. Now we are going to do a interaction. I want to change the logo. He's copying a logo from a pen drive because I don't have a USB port. We need adapters. So I'm going to change the name of the landing page, home page. Now while you're searching for something, you can click on the filters. So while click on the filters, what are the things going to happen? I'm going to duplicate the same page. So you see the dotted line here. It represents, you may see the dotted lines. It represents, this is the view you are going to see this is the 100% view of the screen, the first header screen. So that's a dotted line represent. I'm going to make sure to make it up to here, the dotted line, so that we design for this height, because if we make in a wrong side, we may miss the future. Like we have to make sure everything in a header space.
Mhm.
So I usually use this dotted line. It actually helped me. Okay, what is my 100% ratio of the screen? I'm going to select here. Okay. Now once the user click on the filter, so we are going to throw a pop-up window. So before doing a pop-up window, you can draw one rectangle above that, and you can make it background blur.
It's funny because we have Simon also who shared a logo.
Okay.
And look how close this is from the... Like they both has almost the same idea, like also with Caesar. So I think you all took a very interesting creative direction to invest in lettering and just add two elements so it looks like laces,
I think
But yeah, good job everyone.
Inspired from your filter option in your mobile, maybe?
Yeah, what do you want on the mobile? Oh yeah, with this one.
Yeah. List. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to copy it and use this one.
So how to change colors here?
You want a white version?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should, I guess, open it in Photoshop and do a quick invert.
Yeah. Photoshop.
And as you are doing that, I will show more entries. So today we invite you to enter a contest. We invite you to design prototype, to prototype an experience, and the theme is flowers. So we have Blossom with a very good welcome screen. So start creating, build. And you can build.
Yeah.
Okay, you say, okay, I want to build my bouquet. There are only two screens. Okay, so I really invite the author of this prototype to add at least one screen, but it's very good. Flourished, make your own. Okay, so it looks like a custom. Oh, look at these nice illustrations.
Wow.
It's very playful.
This looks good.
Yeah, how many roses do you want? 2. Okay,
really like
then
this,
I want the sunflower. How many? 3. Semi-rose. Okay, so you build something.
Select your
I am
first.
done. And cool, I want to sell it. And here we go.
That's great.
It's nice, huh?
Yeah, it looks
There's
very
find flora also. It's to find the vendors near you. Okay. Yeah, good idea. And gardening. This is a web experience. So
This
you're
is a
working.
website?
Yeah.
Shipping
So
some more
articles. And this
Oh,
is
it's
using,
so
I think,
detailed.
a lot of details. And I can say it might be using the wireframe UI kit.
wireframe.
So,
maybe?
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Good job. Very good job. So keep sharing. At the end of the show, we will ask Johny which one he preferred.
Okay. So I'm going to paste here. List. Yeah, I placed the logo here. It's cool. List.
Looks good.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, good job.
I'm going to copy paste here, and I'm going to make a overlay. Oh, sorry. I have to make this down. Command bracket to make it down.
Oh yeah, to put it
move
behind the
behind
background
the
blur
background,
mask.
yeah.
Okay.
So once the user click on the filtering, so we are going to display a filtering option here. So there will be a pop-up window. We can make a little bit curve here.
And
what are the things we need in a filtering? Shall we ask them? What are the
Yeah, we can ask like
Yeah.
what, like if you are
If
you
you
want to
have-
buy shoes, what would be the filters that you would like? So I would say a size.
yeah.
I'm sure do we
Size.
have other ideas?
What are things we need? Size.
Size. Like what do you need? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah. What are the things you need if you're going for buy a
So
shoe?
size, color. Color is suggested by Ariana. Brand by
Brand.
Miroslav. Yeah, the brand like Adidas, Puma.
No, this brand won't come because it's a specific brand website.
Oh, that's the brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a
Price.
is a brand. Price maybe.
Price. Yeah. They say gender maybe. Like is it for
Yeah. Gender.
man or woman?
Yeah, that's cool.
This Sunil says maybe material.
Material.
Is it leather or
Yeah.
fabric? You know, maybe. The type, is it sports, casual? Yeah.
Sports, schedule, casual. I think season release date. People who want to. Okay, that's great.
Okay.
We can combine. Okay, size is must. We need. Then,
Yeah.
as you said, we can add colors. Size, price. Instead of material, we can call it as a theme. So, what theme you want to decide for? You're looking for a shoe for office or it's for a party.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of
That's
making
what
it
they
a
were suggesting.
category, so we
Yeah. Sport, casual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we can make it very casual.
Ryan is asking, is there a way to get the code from XD? So to generate code, so there is no way to generate code, but there is a new feature that I will show you in a few minutes that we have just released yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
It's so fast. Okay. So I just arranged the main filter you have asked for about using rounded edges. Yeah, there is no that detail. Rounded it looks like it don't hurt the eye. I usually make sure my designs don't hurt the eye. Like if you make it very sharp and it's look everything we can make it sharp, but it somewhat hurt your eye. So I usually make sure that it's everything looks so rounded and so polished, so it don't hurt your eye and it looks good. That's what I always choose, the rounded edges. And themes, we can maybe a checkbox, ellipse, checkbox. Okay, theme one. So make sure the subtext don't disturb the heading. So I'm going to reduce the font size, font weight, and I'm going to make sure the colors also differs. Light is so thin, I don't think it works. Make it medium.
Mhm.
Yeah, this looks cool. And make sure while you are making a checkbox, the checkbox ought to be in the same height of the text. Don't make it so big, so that it looks. And you see the difference between this gray and this gray. So this is not actually gray, this is bluish gray. So you can make that also for the visual looks. Those are for visual looks, it's not compulsory. If you want to make the visual looks clean, you can use this. And I'm going to use a repeat gray. I don't want to repeat the text. I'm going to just do, okay, this many things I may need. I'm going to increase the space to 40. Okay. So I already have a pre-templated text. I already typed all the text here in the content folder. I just typed this one. Categories. I'm just going to
good.
drag it.
Blend them.
Yeah. So while you're doing a dragging, it says like.
Oh
so
yeah,
there is a
casual.
weird thing
Oh yeah.
come.
You
So
need
if you
to add
click
some margin. Yeah.
Yeah, I can add margin.
Here, like between the here we
Yeah,
go.
I can do margin.
Nice.
Now I am going to reduce.
So someone was asking about like what do you do with developers? So what we released yesterday, so let's say you have a knife here, and if you do Command A in the, so when you design, you can switch to the prototype view and connect screens. If you do Command A, select all, it will show you all the user interaction you created. So there are two ways to share, okay? You can, the first way is to publish the prototype on the web, and you can allow comments. So any users, designers, customers, they can add comments on each screen.
Okay.
And so if I open the link here, so I can have a look. Okay, here, and maybe I want to add a comment about this icon that maybe I think we can do better. So you open the comment tab and say, I feel we can do a better job. And now you can pin to artboard, so you can really show that this comment is connected to this item. Okay.
So there will be a number like 1.
Yeah, 1 and 1. You see here, and you can start a conversation, so you can reply, you can resolve, etc.
That's good.
And then the other thing that you can do now, when you share, you can publish a design spec, and it says here it's in beta, so it's really the first time we're doing this. It started yesterday. So you create a public link, and for the developer, it will, and also other designers, it will give a lot of information to place the elements in the screen with the code. So for the web, they will use CSS. For iOS, they will code in Xcode. If it's a Windows app, they will use Visual Studio. So it will give a lot of information. So let's see how it looks. So you see all my artboards here, and it's in the browser, so the developer doesn't need to have XD. And he can open this screen, click here, get information about the typeface that is used, what is the size, what is the lead space between the line. But also if you select an element, such as the logo here, or each block, I can look at here the distance from the top, from the right. I can also roll over another element, and I will get the distance between the two elements, and move to a different screen. And again, on each screen, I will get this information, okay? I can extract also all the colors and all the character styles. So this is the first version of Design Spec. We really invite you to try it in XD and give us feedback, because this is an experience that we want to improve. And we will talk about it with the XD team during the next show.
Okay.
Okay, so where is your screen now? Oh, look at that. You have colors.
Yeah, please. What are the shoe colors? Like black, blue? I don't know. What the shoe colors would be.
White also.
White. Oh, you can show white.
Gray, maybe grayish. Yeah.
Grayish. Okay. Okay, we assume that these are the colors in the shoes, and there will be different prices will be there. I want to use this font. I'm going to just select the text and copy and paste above that, so we can just drag and here. So I'm going to use a repeat grid again to give a list of prices, maybe.
Okay.
Select the checkbox again. Usually don't want to give a same experience again. This
okay, you want something different. Okay.
Something I want to give something different from normal checkbox. I want to give something like a slider.
For the price range?
Yeah, price range.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. I can draw using a pen tool. I'm going to use a top slider. Using ellipse, I'm going to draw ellipse. Okay. I draw the ellipse.
So Ramon is asking about the full process. Like, do you need to sketch, wireframe, and prototype? So you really have a different philosophy. You can sketch a wireframe, or you can directly open XD and start wireframing directly in XD, and then work on the UI after, the visual elements. It really depends on your skills. I know a lot of UX designers who are not UI designers, who cannot do what Johny does. So they will just work on the architecture of the information, the layout, the hierarchy, where to place the elements, and then they will give it to a UI designer who will work on the colors, choose the typeface, add some gradients like Johny. And after you hand off to the developers. But first you need to do a lot of user testing, a lot of user research to make sure you have the right experience.
Yeah.
Because if you give to developers an experience that doesn't work with users, you will waste a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah, I just have a pricing fields already, so it's repeating. Okay, I want to reverse the text here. I can reverse it here, I think. If you want to reverse the pricing, like here it's starting from 50, 200 and 200 and above. I want to make sure it's reverse. I want to make sure the slider from low to high.
Okay.
So I'm going to reverse in my text file.
In the text file.
Yeah.
I see.
Reverse in my text file.
Oh, there is a Hassan Abwel Dahab in the chat. He says, "Hi, Johny, I'm here."
Hi. Hassan?
Yeah, Hassan
Hi,
is here.
Hassan. Okay, now I'm going to drag and drop my pricing here. Now it works, I think. Okay, now it works. So I'm going to make sure the slider is sliding from... Instead of giving a same box experience, we can play with this type of actions. Now you see it's like when I change the font, it got changed everywhere.
Oh yeah,
Because
all the
it's in a
items. It's a repeat grid.
So I'm going to go out of the grid by clicking Shift Command G.
To ungroup.
Yeah, ungroup. Then I'm going to change. Okay, this is the price selector.
Awesome.
Now I'm going to see like sizes. I want to some...
Hi, Wallet. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
They really like the colors you have picked. That's good.
So I'm going to make sure like different experience. It's like people will say we have to give a same experience in a whole app. But actually if you give everything as the same, everything looks similar, user get actually bored. Like everything looks similar. They don't actually choose.
Okay.
So that I give a different experience for a theme. It's like a normal checkbox. And for the price, I'm going to use a slider. For size, I'm going to use a slider, but it's in a different direction.
Okay. We can try different interactions.
So we can do prototyping and test with the peoples. I'm going to group and I'm going to change the angle here. If I click Shift up arrow, it's going to drag it here. Okay, great. For size, I need a text here. Maybe 6. It's a US size panel. 6, 7, 8, maybe 11 up to. Okay. 6, 7. So we get anything new?
Yeah, we have some new entries if you want to check. So the theme of the day, flowers. We invite the viewers to share prototype with us. So there is floral here. Ooh.
It's a font is cool. It's like a
yeah, very nice. I like the cards.
Yeah. So I selected one card.
Okay, I will send this one. And I can go back.
Send.
Okay, yeah, I can send and then that's it. You see like the hit here? It shows me that this is the only interaction available on this screen.
There is an option you can slide.
But here I can slide and check. Oh, it depends.
Okay.
It says hello Alia.
Okay, it's cool.
Okay, why?
So
Maybe here. Link, here we go. That's why we were missing. Very good, very nice.
Very nice.
We had the floral store, so you can get some flowers.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's a big shopping experience. Adding some orchids. Continue. I can search. Yeah, like a classic shopping cart, but for flowers.
Flowers. Okay, great.
And there is fur. Create your own realistic flower crowns. To create a crown. I see. Welcome to fleur. Nice. Capture your image. Okay, you take a picture of like a selfie. Okay. You want to add some flowers. So I want this one.
Okay.
And you can place directly on you, and you see, and you can share it with your friend on Facebook, Instagram.
So without buying a flower, we can share?
Yeah, you can share. And I guess at the end you can order. Or maybe it's just to share.
Yeah, share and get the feedback.
Yeah.
Then we can buy, I think. That's cool.
Maybe you don't even
Yeah.
buy. It's
Yeah.
just an app to create a...
To create
You know,
a-
like Snapchat, they have
Yeah.
this filter that will automatically create a clone. And this
yeah.
one, you create your own one.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's smart, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good job.
Okay.
Okay, so where are we?
We are in size. So I already,
Size. Okay, with the food.
I already have one. Here.
Hi, Irene. So the price is a Creative Cloud subscription. If you're already a Creative Cloud member, you can win, like it will extend your membership and add 1 year. And you have the rules in the contest tab next to the chat. You see there is chat, info, and contest.
Flower contest. So I'm making sure, like, I want to add some little bit gamification here.
Mhm.
So I just added, instead of giving a size, I am giving like a food size. So whenever you change to 9, it also increases.
Okay.
Yeah, this
That's
is like a gamified. It's instead of giving a typical experience.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So Badal is asking that
Yeah.
when he works with developers, he usually has some
Mm.
issues
Mm.
regarding the font sizes, for instance, between
Okay.
is it a pixel size or is it a DP size? So do you have any advice? So actually the font unit in XD doesn't really count, Badal, but when you publish the design spec, you can specify, do we publish it for the web,
Yeah.
like a web developer or an iOS developer, and it will magically adapt all the units to the needs of the developer. So you don't really have to take care of it. Did we give away the socks? No, not yet. This will happen in a few minutes. So make sure to be active in the chat during the 2-3 upcoming minutes. We will give away the 3 illustrations creating on Adobe Live by Rob Zilla, Jingwei, and Christine Herrin. And we will also give away the XD socks to someone in the chat. So be active, ask questions, say hi to Johny. Make sure to sign in
Yeah,
if you are
say
watching
hi
on
to
Behance.
Okay, I made a basic filter. Now we are going to do a prototyping. It's so cool to make prototyping. We
You
made a-
switch to prototype view, okay?
No, it's not about, this is a design view.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure how we are going to the prototyping.
Okay.
Everything is changed. So that's how we can tell our developer what we expect. We just show the shoe. They
Mhm.
don't actually understand what is going to happen in that shoe. So we need to make sure to tell them what's going to happen.
Okay.
So I just making sure, okay, which theme we have selected, which colors. So for colors, we can make it like a tick. So using the pen tool, we can just click and draw a tick, then change the border,
Oh.
make it visible. There may be a white color. Let's go. So there's a pricing sliders, size slider, and color. You get a tick. Okay. Great. Now we are going to make a prototype. So for prototype, we'll just test how the filtering is coming. Just go to prototype. So now I click on the filter, a search, it going to the next screen, home page 1. I have to rename to make sure it's understandable, filter. So we can test the prototype.
Okay, so let's see how it goes. Okay, you click here,
So this is a screen.
welcome screen.
So we click on the filter, it came. But I have to place the close button somewhere. I
Oh,
think. Yeah. I missed the close button. I have to go again, and so that's what we need prototyping, so that we get to know how to go back. This is the question developer each and every time. Okay, you went to this screen, how to go back to the screen? So that's what the prototyping is very important.
Okay.
So we can just place like a close or somewhere. It's somewhat hidden, and it's usually people place in top because they don't want to close the filter immediately.
Hey, Erin, so we have a script that will pick someone who has been active in the chat. Just a random script developed by Behance.
Oh, script.
It's a script.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know that.
Yeah.
So I'm just copy pasting the same filter and again to do the prototyping. So what will happen if I click on this? It will select. So if I click on the flat, it have to give the flat as selected. So for that, I repeat the same screen and again. Oh, sorry. Fill. Okay, great.
Okay.
So this is how it will look. So if we click on the flat, it's going to look as a fill color with a bright thick color. So initially there may be one tick. So if you tick on the blue color, what's going to happen? You have to make it in a next screen. So that's why we have to duplicate the same screen again and again. Then you have to make different states of the screen. So what will happen if I click on the blue? If I click on the blue color, so it's again going to give me a blue tick. Now again we have to make sure the same artboard copied again. So if I slide the pricing, what will happen?
They really want the socks.
Socks.
Yeah, they really want them.
Socks.
Yeah.
It's like stocks.
The name of the winner is coming. There is a winner.
Socks. Who is going to get a socks? Okay.
Oh, and this is Alexandre. Alexandre Becquet, you won the posters and the socks.
Socks. It's great.
Yeah, he shared with us a logo also. Congratulations, Alexandre. So there will be more chances to win illustrations and all type of goodies during the next show also. We will be with the XD team in about 1 hour. And they will talk about the roadmap. You can ask for any features. They will just exchange and explain how we work with the community. Yeah, congratulations, Alexandre. He was watching also yesterday. So.
Oh, he's watching.
Yeah.
He's great. So you may think
so you duplicate a lot.
I duplicate a lot to make sure what are the elements I'm ticking. Now I duplicate to select the.
And I think Alexandre, he lives in the north of France, so it's very cold there. So
it's very cool.
Yeah, it's very cold.
So what is the time that?
In France, it's 11 p.m.
11 p.m. Okay, it's cold.
It's cold, yeah.
And here.
So he needs the socks.
Yeah, he must need the socks.
So cold.
So we are going to give a different names for the same screen with the different states. Okay. Okay, great. Now if I select the slider to the top, the color have to change for 200 and under. And if I want to select the size, so if I'm moving from 8 to 9, the 4 size have to change here. So I'm going to a little bit adjust the size. Okay, this much.
Okay.
For 9, I'm going to apply the gray color to here. Okay, 9 is selected. This is how we have to do prototyping. With the one screen, we have this many actions for a single screen. I can also add 2 size action. So I usually change the name of the artboard so that I don't get confused if I have 100 screens. It's usually confusing which screen we are prototyping. So make sure you are giving a correct artboard name. We are changing the price here. Okay, now I'm going to make another size. So what will happen if I am in 10? It's just a visual look. 10, I'm changing to 10. I'm going to make it bold. Great.
Yeah, very good way to communicate what you have in mind. I mean, it works very well.
Yeah, I just made a quick design screens. Now I'm going to do prototyping, how you are going to show to the developers what you're thinking in your mind.
Yeah.
In Bangladesh, it's 4:09 p.m. a.m. Oh, great. So we are going to do a prototype. So the user click on the search or filter. He's going to land it on the filter screen. Great. So once if I selecting the different theme, So make sure you are clicking a transition dissolve so that it don't slide in and slide in
it
out.
wouldn't make it, especially on the web.
Yeah, web it.
Usually it's
Yeah.
most of the time we can use dissolve.
Yeah, dissolve is so smooth and it.
You can use none also. Like you
None?
can say none. Like I don't want transition. Dissolve is good in this case, but also like if you prototype web experiences, remember that you can use none.
None. Yeah.
You don't have to.
You don't have to
add
click
a
on
transition.
slide left, slide right. It's too much. If you're in
Oh,
mobile, you can do.
Yeah, mobile.
Again. Yeah. But if you're in web, you have to make sure dissolve or none. It's best. And if I select the flat, it's going to give a dark color. So I'm click flat theme. My screen selected. So if I select the blue color, it's going to select a blue because I named properly.
You named everything.
So if you forget to name, you'll get confused. Okay, which screen I have to go? It's like a home screen 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to name properly. So if I click the pricing slider here, I am clicking the pricing slider. I'm going. Oh, price is spelling up. Okay, price. Okay. So if I select the foot size, I'm just dragging the slider. I'm going to size 1. Date. I'm going to select again because I made a 2 foot size to drag it and give experience. Size 1. Now I connected everything. Now make sure I connect somewhere close. If I want to close again, I can also do that. Okay, if I want to go back to the previous artboard, there is one option called previous artboard. That looks cool instead of
it's
selecting
very
a
useful.
name. So if I go here and
So previous artboard is when you have like let's say there are 3 screens connected to. I will make an example so people understand. It will be easier.
Yeah, it would be. You'll face this problem like
all the
if
time.
you're making so many screens, you may forget. Okay, which screen I have to go? You can just click and say, okay, go to the previous screen. So usually developers during development they usually set these options in a program. So we are going to do it like a developers. Okay, go to the previous artboard. Okay, great. Now I'm going ahead and test it through my prototype. I'm going to click on desktop preview. So this is our cool logo. By who? Who made the logo?
Ayana, I think.
Ayana? Okay, great. There's a cool logo here. This is a shoe website. Search for high quality shoes. Now I'm going to filter my shopping experience. I want a personalized experience for me. So I'm going to click a filter. Okay. It's came. If I don't want, I don't want any filtering, I can just close. And you can also scroll down and it's look like without developing anything, it's look like I developed the web page. It looks clean and I can see everything.
Looks super clean.
Yeah, it looks clean. It's feel like I developed some website in on hour. So now I'm going to do I'm going to tell my developer if I click the filtering, so this is going to pop up. So if the user select the theme, they can have different themes.
Okay.
So this is like theme or categories. We can name it differently. And if I select the flat, see there is no transition. It looks like website because we selected dissolve. Since I selected this one, it automatically selected. And we can also give a reverse version. What do you think? It's like if I deselect something.
Oh yeah, good idea.
I can
you could go back to the previous screen. Why not?
Yeah. Wait a second. I am going to modify a little bit.
Yeah. And as you're doing this, so I will explain.
You
what
can
the
explain the
previous screen. So here I have 1, 2, and 3 screens. And these 3 screens, if I click on the head here, it will jump to this screen. If I click on the car, it will jump to this screen. And if I click here, to jump to the screens. So like 3 ways to access this artboard. So when I do back, the back button, I don't know what was the previous one, I cannot say, like if I do, like I want to come back and if I do this, then let's see how it goes. Here it's okay because I'm coming from this screen. But if I come from this one, I press back, it doesn't make any sense. So that's why you have the option in your transition to say, okay, when I click here, I want to go to the previous artboard. Okay, so it will just keep it in memory. So if you access this screen, if you access this screen from screen number 1, it will go back to 1. From screen number 2, go back to 2. Screen number 3, go back to 3. Okay, and it happens all the time. Like when you have a linear experience, it's fine, for a prototype. But if you start like prototyping an app such as this one, you will have the case many times.
Yeah. Okay. Now I made all the linear connection. I want to make sure while they click the apply, it have to go back to my main screen. I can go back to home screen. So if I click apply, and you can also make sure. So if you are testing with some users, you have to make sure all the screens are linked to the back to the screens, because they usually tap on everything and they feel like it's not going anywhere. So you have to make sure. Okay, if I click apply, where it have to go? If I click apply in any screen, it have to go to the home screen. It will go to home screen, So you have to make sure you have every connections, all are connected. It's like a infinite loop. They can't go out of the loop. There is no broken loop should be there. Home screen. Okay, now I almost done with my rough prototyping. See our website. I think it's here. Now I'm going to filter my shoes because a lot of shoes are there. I'm going to filter. I'm going to click filter. Now you see it's a prototype, but it may look like a real app. Now I'm going to select a flat. Okay, select a flat.
Nice.
Oh, I don't want flat, I think. Okay, I can unselect. If I want to select. Now I want a blue color. In the colors, there are green color. I may also blue color shoes. I can just click blue. It gives a tick. There is no transition, but it looks like a website developed. If I slide it here, if I move the slider here, it change the pricing. If I change the size, you see the visual appearance, how it it directly affects the human psychology. Like we are visually showing something instead of selecting the digital numbers. We are also visually showcasing. Okay, this is how food is changing. Okay, I'm going to slide here. Oh, great. There is a mislink. We did somewhere. Like it's going back to the pricing. So we can
there's an issue. Okay.
So we can just go here. We can check the error. What is the error? Okay.
There's nothing.
There is like, it's go to the previous artboard if I select. It have to go to the size artboard. Yeah, perfect. Go to the size 1 artboard. Great.
Okay.
I like this icon you are showing, like previous. Since it's going previous, there's a small icon.
Yeah.
It's not visible, but
it's very small.
Yeah. Okay, great. It go to the size 1. Okay, now we can go ahead and test. Okay, filter. I'm going to check the theme 1. Blue color. I'm going to select the pricing. I'm going to select the size. See, that's how it's moving. See, now if I click apply, I'll go to the main screen with all the new updated shoes.
It works.
Yeah, it works.
Awesome.
We can also test again. Flats, blue color, pricing, size. If I click
apply it directly.
It's
and you can jump to a page with an updated list.
This is how we have to do quick prototyping. It looks real, and you can test with your users, and you can test your developers, and you can explain in a board meeting or something. Okay, this is a concept I made. So this is how the filter works. Instead of saying like, okay, if you click the filter, something will happen. The shoe will come, some icon will come. So instead of saying that, we can make a quick prototype and we can showcase to the people. So do you receive any?
Yeah, you can also like do several proposals.
Yeah.
So you can say, okay, this is my first proposal for filters. Like I'm showing a pop-up, but I have another proposal where the filters are directly here.
Yeah.
You know,
Instead of moving to different screen.
and then they can make a decision and say, okay, now we prefer option 2, but at least like you didn't have to involve any developer. You know, so it's just a matter of you as the concept designer to create this experience and get the approval from the management in this case or users. It's
instead
awesome.
of showing a visual look, people usually want to touch and experience the thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the main thing in prototyping. Like if you show the visual, okay, this is screen, they will say, okay, change the blue color, change the white color. So instead of showing, we have to show the full prototyping where they can click through and experience the action and feel what is our live is making. Okay, great. So now we are going to make this as a responsive mobile.
Oh, the mobile version.
Yeah,
okay.
mobile version. So how we are going to transform this complete thing into the mobile?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not easy.
This is an animation I made for this experience.
Nice
Like
shop. Okay, nice. Ooh.
This is the same, but it's animation. So you see, like, okay, this is shop. You select the shop. These are things open. There is
Nice.
a filter colors.
And you tap
can-
and it will. With
it's the
the
same
tab
thing.
at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once you get the prototyping approved, you can go ahead and do your animation. Animation usually in board meetings, people expect animations to
Okay.
something moving.
So this is something that you do with After Effects.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can
Yeah.
prepare all the assets. You know, like do the basic prototype with XD, and then export all the PNG files.
Yeah.
And if you know After Effects and how to do motion design, this is something you can create just to tell the experience. Also something you can do and we can show if you don't know After Effects in prototype. You can also in XD.
XD. Okay.
You can also record a video.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, I will save this my web response.
Save.
It's a very important thing for all the designers.
Okay. So if you go in preview your prototype, and exit the full screen mode.
Full screen mode.
Okay. In the top right corner, you can press record.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, try.
Yeah, so that I can publish in my prototype in.
Yeah, and you will see it's very cool what it does. So you can
so
click
I'm
record.
going to record preview. I'm going to send this to my product manager, my idea. I'm just going to record.
It's recording, so you can
this is my screen. This is my home screen.
You can show the filters.
Now I'm going to filters. I'm going to select the theme. I'm going to select the colors. I am going to select the pricing. And I'm going to select the size. I'm going to apply. Okay, I'm back to home screen.
And you can stop the recording, and it will save it on the whenever you want.
Oh,
it's
web responsive. I want this in a final.
In the final, okay.
Save.
And if you play the video, so it's a QuickTime file, just a move file. Yeah, it's already saved.
Oh, it's super quick.
And
there's no time.
No, it's very quick.
Yeah, it's very quick.
And you will see it kept the finger. So you see like if you press play.
Wait, I'll move to full screen.
Here we go. So you see the cursor moving.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's also a good way, like if you want to edit your presentation, you record something, and you can speak over it, or you can open in Premiere, record your voice, or Audition.
Cool.
You can drag and drop. Drag and drop in Audition. You record your voice on top of it.
Yeah.
It's also a very easy way to share and explain.
Yeah, I want to post it somewhere like a video. I can.
Yeah, on Behance also.
Yeah, in Behance if I want to show the video.
To show your project.
Yeah.
So on Behance you have two ways. You can either record a video like this and you upload the video.
Okay.
You can also embed the prototype in your Behance page.
Oh, that's cool. So that anyone can interact.
Yeah, and they can interact themselves.
Cool. Yeah. I really like this video so that I can share everywhere.
Yeah, it's very useful. I see more and more designers using the video to share on Behance.
This is in a new version or it's already there?
Oh, it's a new version that was released maybe 16 months ago. 16? I think it was in the first beta.
First beta, okay.
But cool. We will tell the XD team that you didn't notice it, so they have to be more has to be more obvious.
Yeah, it ought to be.
But it was the first, one of the first beta.
Okay. It's cool. Okay. Now we are going to learn.
Okay, they want you to center the logo because Erin is freaking out. So the logo is not centered. The laced logo.
Oh, so short.
Erin.
I know it's not centered. I want to make specifically to this.
It's by design. It's by design.
Hmm?
You know it's not centered.
Yeah, I know it's not centered.
Okay, he knows.
Yeah.
Because
I want to
he's
make
the art director.
Art director of the list. Okay, where is my menu gone? How to view my menu?
Oh, you are in prototype view. That's why.
Oh, okay. It's a mistake I do.
You have to go back to design.
Okay. Yeah. This is not centered. Who found this? It's not centered. It's so cool. Yeah, with sharp eyes.
Here we go.
Yeah. But I feel like it's...
It's Erin. He was a...
Hmm?
Erin Ardiente. He was like, come on.
Come on, man. Make it in center.
So Marcus is asking, can you add After Effects transitions to the prototype? No, so the transitions that you have, so maybe we can show it again in prototype view, the types of transition between the screens. So what do you have? You have dissolve, so fade in, fade out, slide left, right, top, bottom, or push left. So slide, it will cover, and push, it will
push the full screen.
Full screen, exactly.
Yeah. So this is an option, but it's for quick option. People use this.
And there is none.
Yeah.
Also that I use sometimes.
Yeah, it's like practically if you're working in a company, you don't get time to do animations. Like
I don't have time.
Don't have time, and it's like if you do complete animation, if they say like, "Oh, it's not looking good," you will get like. So we have to make sure to make a basic prototype before moving to the complex animations. Now we are going to learn how to transform these things into a mobile.
And before that, so we receive more entries.
More entries? Oh.
So yeah, 5 more.
5 more.
Let's
so
see.
Cool.
So we have
like they're super fast
flowers. Oh, interesting.
Interesting. Green.
Oh yeah, and you want to go?
him
Oh yeah,
yesterday.
Cartier. He was working yesterday with us already.
He's so cool.
Yeah, nice. The blue dahlia. Okay, good job.
The full screen image is so cool.
Yeah, very good job. We have W flower.
W flower.
You can buy what you want. New flowers. Okay, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so clean.
Very clean. We have a hue. Very nice logo.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, what is this?
This side
interesting.
is cool. It's
like it's the type of rose,
yeah.
I guess.
It's like based on the moods. Like if you need a warm experience.
Wow. Ooh, okay. How can I open that?
Yeah,
lo.
Yeah. I imagine this would be a great animation if you make.
Yeah, but here I understand. You know,
this is so cool.
Like you don't have to animate it. Like I understand already what you have in mind.
Mm.
And grab a phone. Okay, tapping makes it perfect. So you tap a flower.
Okay.
You need. It's a video game. Look. Wow. Way. I have the higher score. No, I don't.
So what's your name?
Okay, I will try again.
Okay, I'm going to get.
And I won again.
Always you are winning the game.
I win every time.
Restart.
Good job. Video game.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
People are thinking very differently, I feel like. Someone is thinking like a linear experience, circular experience, game. Okay.
Yeah, very good entries today.
Today I updated the Adobe XD and I get the new iPhone X here.
The new iPhone X. Yep. Let's try.
So we made a web experience. So we are going to use those web experience here. Okay.
Okay, it's on the right.
Okay.
But you can move it anywhere. Huh?
Yeah, I want to move
it doesn't have to be on the right.
I want to make sure it's under the screen.
Also something important, you can document your work. Like you can use the text.
Okay.
Here, like, when you work, like if you need to organize stuff, and you can say mobile. Like,
oh yeah,
so when so when you open the file next time, you know where is the mobile experience, and you can add some text here and say desktop.
Yeah, I usually place these things in a left-hand side, and I arrange everything.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea.
We can make it very big, like 100. Okay, great. This is mobile. This is web. and there may be iPad. Actually, people are not designing for iPads now. I don't know why. Mobile. Okay, we are going to know how to copy paste the responsive web. We are not going to design from scratch. We are going to use the same thing here. I'm going to copy and paste, and before that we are going to make a grid so that we are clear in making grid. Okay. This is the 4 grid. Here we use 16 grid.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
Here the 4 column grid.
Yeah,
Okay.
4 column grid. I'm going to just paste here. It's so big. We can just hold the shift and move it here. That's why I made everything as a component. Like we can make this as a waves. We can group and name this like a waves. Command 3. So we'll face a problem in this home screen is fine.
Okay.
We'll face a problem in giving a filter.
The filters,
Yeah.
it's
The
really,
filter
you don't have a lot of space. Yeah.
It's like we used a 16 column, but now we have only 4 columns. So we have to divide everything into a 3. So for this image, we can export as a responsive image, or you can export this screen directly using the design specs, so that your developers can directly export.
Nice.
So they can export an image, right?
From design spec, not
Yeah,
yet. No,
not
not yet.
So
Yeah,
they are
I'm
working
sure the
on
team
it.
is working on it.
Yeah.
So we will ask during the next show because the Adobe XD team will be with us.
Yeah.
But today, like from XD, you can export all the assets. So it's Command E or Control E on Windows.
Yeah.
E for exports, and you can export to PNG, SVG, and now you can export to JPEG, which is new.
Oh.
It used
I
to
can
be
try
PNG
for
only.
this icon if I
Yeah,
want
let's
to.
try. So you select, you do
Select
Command E, and
that's
you can
great.
choose the format. Also,
Okay.
you can, if you say
For
PNG,
Right.
yeah, you can say, okay, I directly want to optimize it for Android, for instance,
Android.
and it will generate all the size.
Oh, it will
you know,
generate
for-
all the sides.
Yeah, HDPI screens, like
DPI.
yeah. So
Okay.
usually you have like scaling factors,
Okay. So I have to make sure my design is in which 100%. Okay, great.
and for 100%. And now you can select JPEG, so that's new.
Wait, I will make sure like feed size.
Fit icon, okay.
So I can export as SVG,
SVG2, yeah,
PNG,
and PNG because developers they want PNG.
PNG. Yeah.
Okay,
They always
for the UI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just export,
And
and I
it's
can
already
go
there.
here
For developers,
Oh,
and you have and this is the structure. By the way, you see the name of the folders.
yeah. This is a structure they used in Android Studio. I believe.
Exactly in Android Studio,
Yeah.
in
I see the
Eclipse.
developers working in this folder.
Yeah.
Where is the drawable? What is drawable? Okay. So we can also select different buttons. Like in one click, you can export a lot of things. You don't need to export one by one. If I select what are the assets I need to export, I can just shift command, and if I click Command E, it will export all the images.
Mhm.
That's a cool feature I've seen. Okay. Now we go ahead and develop a mobile app. So how much time we have for mobile app?
I don't know. You have
We have
maybe
10
12 minutes.
12 minutes.
Yeah, not a lot.
Oh,
You have to be very fast, Johnny. Because after you have to choose a winner.
winner also had to choose. So for the winner, what gift? It's Adobe.
Yeah, it's a Creative Cloud. So
Oh,
it's
that's
very
great.
important.
Yeah. So 1 year engagement. It's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding a shift and reducing everything here. So this is a bonus thing, like a mobile experience. How we can design. I'm going to choose the lace font. Lace logo. I want to make sure it's center, otherwise someone will find. Okay. So we can also test in a mobile if you want to test like is the search button is so big or not. So we can test those things in a mobile.
Yeah, you can do the live
Yeah.
preview.
so that we get to know, okay, sometimes you may not know while doing in computer it's big or not. So the main feature here is, I'm going to just copy paste things here. I'm going to group everything, it's all so that you can just shift and command it.
You can do a quick test on my iPhone.
Yeah,
it's not an iPhone X, so it's not exactly the same resolution and dimension.
Yeah, it's iPhone X mod height, I think. So you can select the different rectangle and change the circle length. I can make it to 4. Why 4 is because we use 64 columns, we use 24, now we are using 4 columns. Okay, now it's cool. Now the cool thing is you can just copy paste the symbol here. It's not a symbol, it's a repeat grid. So it's so big. So we can reduce the one column to so small.
Yeah, have it work. No.
This can be this much big. This can be, the font can be divided by 4. It can be 12 or 16.
If you want to quickly test, it's big enough.
It's
search.
big enough.
Yeah, it works for me on the iPhone 7.
Yeah,
it's big
fine,
enough.
So see, if I have a repeat grid, I can quickly move all the elements instead of holding a shift. I can use this and it's lively change in all the images. See, if I want to change the star, I can move. See, it's move everywhere.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you're really redesigning everything live for the mobile. It's good. Make it small.
Okay. Yeah.
Need to zoom in maybe.
Yeah. I remove the repeat grid and
okay.
Yeah, I'm going to make the repeat grid again.
A new one, yeah.
And we don't want to give all the stars because we don't have space. We can just write like, okay, in the mobile experience we can give to the developer like, instead of showing a star, we can make it
to save space. Interesting.
Yeah. That's all. Same. So the interesting thing is I made a 1 star and made a star. It changed everywhere. Like that's a cool thing in my life here. I don't need to go and change in every card. It's so difficult. In my pricing, if I change, you can see in live it's changing everywhere.
So good.
It's so good. And if I want to change the spacing between the card, see, 1 click I can make the mobile responsive.
Wow.
So quickly. And we can make the 2 columns because mobile, I believe we can't accommodate 3 columns. I'm going to make sure 2 columns. And the pricing, I feel like so big the font is, we can make a normal 12 so that it's visible.
Yeah.
I can reduce the spacing here. And I feel the curve got changed because I changed the radius.
Oh.
You can lively change the curve.
Maybe there is too much space between the card and the title.
Yeah. See? Done.
Okay, getting there.
Yeah. We can also reduce the spacing between this card.
Maybe here.
Yeah, it's too much here.
Here it feels more connected to this and this. There we go.
That's cool.
Now it looks
it's
good.
Like a magic. Now I'm going to reduce up.
Too fast, Johnny. You're too fast.
Now I done. Okay, great. Now we made a mobile responsive for the home screen. Now we are make sure if we have time we can make for a filtering here. We can copy the rectangle and paste the rectangle here.
For the background blur?
Yeah, background blur. We can just use the same blur here. And make sure if you want to make a filter, if you don't want like everything get moved while you are doing something, you can go ahead and lock everything here.
You lock in the layers. Interesting.
So that I want. There's one cool thing I noticed is if I click this layer, if I want to unlock, I don't want to go here and search. I can just
you just click on the unlock icon. Yeah,
that's cool. And I'm going to use the same thing here, but with a different experience, mobile experience. Yesterday we thought about the touch reach.
Yeah.
We just have a theory section of mathematics, Fitts law.
If it's low,
Physics. So we are going to use the same principles here. How we are going to apply the same principles here? I'm going to place this thing as a bottom card. It's like if you swipe in, it gives a bottom card. I'm going to do a quick prototype how this bottom card came. So if someone clicks the filter, it's going to iPhone X2. Okay, great. Now I select this artboard and I'm going to play. Select the filter.
nice.
We can make it like it can come from a bottom. We can make, what do you think? We can push it from a bottom.
I'll slide.
Slide. We'll try how it looks.
Yeah, let's see.
We have to make
I
sure.
need a back button.
Yeah, I need a back button. That's how.
If you click on the artboard here, click here.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, I have to click here, and wherever I click in this gray area, we can make it. Go to previous artboard.
Yeah, and you can try now.
Yeah.
You don't have to reload.
Oh. Filter. Ah, that's cool.
Nice.
Try. So we need to make sure it's in a thumb touchable area in the filtering.
Yeah.
Because in desktop we are going to use a mouse.
Oh yeah, here it's too far from the.
Yeah. This is push left. Slide up. Slide up is cool. I mean.
Yeah.
Slide up.
Maybe
is fine.
dissolve works the
Dissolve?
best actually. Yeah.
Dissolve is somewhat
The more
somewhat
natural.
more natural. I feel
Yeah.
like instead of making too much.
Yeah.
It's animation. Okay. I can test here. Oh, this is cool. This looks cool. Now we go ahead and put the
We need to
filtering here.
This one? Oh.
I'm going to make this all different tabs. I'm going to do very quickly because we are running out of time. Design. Theme.
Yeah, you have 2 minutes, Johnny.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, and after we
So
need to review some entries.
Okay, this is how we have to do quick prototyping in a company. So people, a product manager asks, okay, you have to do everything in 2 minutes. Colors. Yeah, we can type it here. I can type it here for different tabs. Colors. Maybe size. So these are different tabs. So each tab have one options. Size, what are things? Price. Okay. So we can open. It's like a different tabs we have. And we are going to. Okay, this is a tab is selected. Theme is selected. So we can just select the themes. So I am going here and just copy the themes and paste it here. Done. Okay, now I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to make this a 0. This is 2. I'm going to copy and paste it there. So these fonts are so big, but will take care of those. Copy color, paste color here.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. It's almost done, I think. So how quickly we are making it responsive instead of making so much difference. Just copy pasting, but we need to make sure the usability is good. We can't just copy paste a pop-up here. We have to make sure our experience is good.
Okay.
So the last one is price to delete everything. Replace the size. It's done.
Okay, let's add the size.
Yeah.
Tab.
Yeah, that's all. So
It's very easy, just duplicating your artboards,
Yeah.
changing the opacity of the tabs.
Yeah.
And
Just I changed. I using the 2 and 3, and if I just connect everything and go and prototype in 1 minute, if someone asked you, go to the third one. Okay. And if I click on, go to the fourth one. Okay, now go ahead and play.
Okay, let's see.
Search, colors, price, size.
Okay,
Score.
we have a good start.
Yeah, it's a good start. We can.
And after you can think about what would be the best experience on mobile. Yeah, but at least the filters,
the font.
it follows the theme flow, like the filters are very easy to reach with the thumb.
We can also connect in mobile and check if we have time.
But we need to review some entries.
Okay.
Because we have to make a decision.
Okay.
So we invited our viewers to share prototypes about flowers. So there is Moonflower, again, another web experience. I guess
New York. Yeah, from New York.
Okay, so where should I go? Learn more.
Learn more. Then you have to select some location.
Thank you. You received a message. And there is something. Okay.
Oh.
Ah. Sorry.
Oh,
very nice.
That's cool. That's very minimal. Instead of
look at the layout.
Text, you need to focus only on the images.
Yeah. Super clean.
Yeah.
Good job. Same here. Can contact, send. I think you received the message. Okay, I get it. Then there is a send the flower.
Okay.
You can send the flower type.
Oh, it's dark.
With a dark theme.
Yeah.
Send location and payments. Send a new flower.
It's so easy to navigate.
Yeah.
I like the circle view.
Yeah. For the flowers. Yeah, it's very good. And these are all the entries we had today. So okay, let's see them again. We had this one with the
full screen.
Remember the full screen.
Yeah.
We had this one which was a shopping experience. We had a hue which was about the theme and the radial menu.
Okay, that's cool.
We had the video game.
Yeah.
Again, I will do 2500.
Oh, always you're getting 2500.
Oh, send the flower. Actually, I already showcased it. Sorry. Okay. It was open twice.
So we get so many prototypes.
Yeah, floral.
Yeah.
Look at this one with the cards, the thank you, hamburger menu. Here it's the shopping experience.
Oh, it's zooming?
I can zoom in. I can continue with the checkout total. Fleur, I think, was about... it's the social app.
Social.
Yeah, to add...
Instead of... It's like
to
a virtual
add
reality, I feel.
flowers here. Okay.
You can capture the flower and
place it on the head, and you have a...
Post it on Instagram.
And you share Instagram.
Yeah, it's cool. Concept is.
There was a blossom. Okay, let me refresh because maybe they added some screens.
If you refresh, it's automatically get edited, right? It's cool.
Okay, it's a very good start. I really like the welcome screen. And I've been told that floral win in the last segment. Okay, so which one? Because we have to... Oh, this one. Okay, already won. So I can remove this one.
Okay.
This one was interesting to remember. Flourished.
Yeah, Florist, I remember. It's
make your own.
Illustrations also.
Yeah, with the illustration.
How many roses? It's like a game.
Yeah. Looks like a
How many
Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah. Zombies.
Cool. Sell it. Yeah. Very nice. Here it was to find a flower shop next to you. Very simple experience. Garden, I think this one was a website with the wireframe.
Yeah, wireframes.
Theme.
It's a great.
This one, Bouquet Market, that we featured this morning, but they added some screens.
Okay, they added some screens.
Yeah, with a nice gradients in the back. And this one also, look at that. I mean, so many good entries today. It's insane.
Like, it's very difficult
menu,
to
checkout. And gardenism, let me refresh.
Gardenism. City.
Yeah, to know when to plant, depending on your location.
The ideas are very
and Bloom.
Bloom.
It was one of the first we were showcasing, also with 3 screens. So yeah, all of you, like, very good job.
Yeah, it's very good job to do it in a very minimal time.
So now you need to pick one.
I need to pick one. I really like the theme idea. The next,
This one?
Yeah, I like the.
Yeah, the hue. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very clean and it's theme-based idea. Which theme you want? And I like the circular navigation. It's like when I click. Yeah, it's in the same screen without going to the different screens.
You like it? It's disruptive.
Yeah, it's disruptive.
That's what you like.
Yeah, I like something need to be disruptive instead of making it.
Okay, so I think we can give away a 1-year Creative Cloud subscription to the designer behind this app. Okay, congratulations to the designer behind the app.
Yeah.
Phew, it looks great. It looks awesome.
Yeah. Okay, I have some time given my...
You want to spend some time? Yeah. You know what? You have 30 seconds. So
30
feel free.
seconds?
Yeah. Feel free to improve your app.
30 seconds?
It's XD. You're fast with XD. That's fine. 30 seconds is more than enough.
30 seconds. You're disturbed. Oh. I'm changing the stuff on. It can be changed all the time.
And thanks for sharing. Yeah, nice work. There are more. We receive more entries that will be featured by Paul Trenny in the next show. So which will start in about 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Oh,
and you will be able to engage with the Adobe designers. I see Ash.
Yeah.
It's a nice surprise. She's back. She was like with us at Max.
Oh.
She was also on the big stage at Max. Oh yeah. Paul Trenny, you too. Paul Trenny too. He was on the big stage. You know?
Oh, big stage. Oh, great.
Oh yeah. He was playing video games on stage.
Games?
Yeah. It's a true story. Yeah.
True story.
And Dimian also, who is in the XD team.
Okay.
He's in a relationship with the community, so he's really interested in getting feedback and also talking about what's coming. So this conversation will happen in about 7 minutes on behance.net/live.
Okay.
And Johny, you will be back tomorrow for a new or if you don't want to come back, you don't have to.
Don't have to. I can go.
Yeah, but if you want to come back tomorrow, that would be nice at the same time. So what will you be working on tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
You don't know.
I don't have any idea because I made a web responsive. Tomorrow maybe like a prototyping in a mobile.
A mobile app again?
Yeah, mobile app again. It's somewhat new. How I want to play more on prototyping. How we can make a good prototyping.
Okay. So tomorrow more tips and tricks from Johny on the prototyping, how you can communicate your ideas. Thanks everyone in the chat today. You are awesome. Beautiful entries, very inspired by flowers, super impressive. The theme wasn't easy. Yeah. You still have 2 hours to enter the contest, okay, with flowers. And again, we will feature the prototypes that have not been featured during this show. Yeah. And Johny, thank you.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow. It was a beautiful website to buy shoes. And thanks to the designer who shared with us the logo. Also.
Yeah, it's a lace.
Very
logo.
good job.
It's cool.
Okay, bye everyone, and see you in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll be back with the
Bye.
XD team and designers from Adobe.
Yeah. See you guys.